I met with a lot of different kinds of educational partners. I always face this kind of question.
Okay.
Yan, I already here for more than 10 years. Okay, yeah. Everyone don't know me. Why I need to do marketing reach out?
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, welcome to our podcast brought to you exclusively by LittleLives, The Little Pod. So The Little Pod, right, is a podcast show that focuses a lot on the education industry, whereby we talk about a lot of different topics in order to explore the vibrant world of early childhood education. Okay, so for those of you who are listening right now, do remember, alright, to join us more often here as we release our new video in order to figure out certain topics that might be interested to you in the early childhood education industry as well as education in general. Okay, so my name is Alvin. I'm the country manager for LittleLives Malaysia, and today, right, we have a very interesting guest joining us here. Alright, and her name is Yen. She is the co-founder of GogoKids. And GogoKids is one of the, not one of the, actually, it's the largest kids learning platform in Malaysia. Okay, so basically, if you go to GogoKids, right, you'll be able to see a lot of different introduction and listings of all the directories for preschools, enrichment centers even, right, to allow parents to actually have a very good directory on where to find the best option of education for your children, and also kind of like provide a platform for preschool operators, right, to in a way promote their business, right? So I think, right, the topic today that we are having here is preschool business, right, in terms of marketing perspective, right? Why is promotion so important for a preschool? You know, why does marketing effort needs to be done, and probably insights from Yen, you know, as Yen has been in this industry for quite a while, right? Yeah. So Yen, I know no need to be shy.
Yeah. Okay. I try to be scheduled.
Yeah, no worries on that, right? So actually, Yen, you are the co-founder of GogoKids.
Yep.
And you know, when we talk about the word co-founder, right, it tends to be a bit vague because anyone can start a business and call themselves a founder. So probably, can you tell us more, like, what do you do in GogoKids? Like, what's your role? Yeah, the day-to-days, you know, tell us more so people know you better.
Yeah. So I'm Yen here. So I'm the co-founder from GogoKids. So basically, GogoKids, we are the Malaysia largest kids learning platform where we actually help parents to discover, compare, and find their right educational program for their kids. Okay, no matter you are enrichment center, you are preschool, you are daycare, or you are international school. So this is a platform where you can find everything about learning. Okay,
Right.
So we just want to make learning accessible. Okay, so why we want to make learning accessible? This is actually need to back to 10 years back.
10
Okay.
years. Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
All right.
So I actually I was an engineer, so I changed my career into education industry. But I started all this education in stuff,
Okay.
like doing kids program, events, since I was uni.
Since you were uni, you already started doing all of this education, kids related events.
Yes, we do leadership program, we do flea market, we do all this bazaar just for the kids. And then, yes, definitely I do it for two purposes. One is just to get some probably a little bit of income, and second one is because I feel that it's very meaningful. Okay,
Understand.
so the reason why we want to make learning accessible is very simple, because back to 10 years back, I started to do a lot of events here and there. And I met with a lot of passionate teachers. Okay? And their program is very, very good, very, very beneficial for the kids. And when we talk about education, right, start from young is what you can see is very obvious in terms of learning outcome, I would say. Okay? But what I noticed is, even though their program is very good, but it's very small. Probably just like 10, 50 people, they get to know about this program. So in my heart, I'm actually thinking like how we can make more people to aware of this.
Understand.
That's why I feel that learning need to be more accessible. Yeah, that's why
Right.
we started in this platform, and definitely throughout the journey, we found out there's a few main issues happening by the parents lah.
Understand.
Yep,
So
yep,
basically, the realization, the calling that you have figured out is that basically education wasn't that easily accessible to the parents back then, right? If let's say they want to figure out where to find a list of preschool for them to
yep.
choose, they kind of like don't know how,
Mm,
right? I remember back then, like probably yeah, also 10 years
mm.
ago, right, when I wanted to. Not only just about preschool, when I want to
Okay.
figure out something, right, any services,
Yeah.
right, I literally have to go into like the specific Facebook group, you know,
Just to
yeah, just to scroll. And if I don't know about a Facebook group,
Yeah.
right, then I literally couldn't get access to that. And I believe this is why GogoKids is being founded at the first place, right, to provide the accessibility. I'm just slightly curious, like, okay, you found your calling, and you said that you were an engineer. What engineer were you?
Oh, it's totally it's chemical engineer.
Chemical engineering.
Yeah, so I was worked as an engineer before. Then I dive into education industry lah. Just after 1 year lah.
That's a very
Into
huge
training.
change.
Yeah, because it's basically just my personal stories lah.
Right.
There's a little bit experience, something happened to me, then it makes me change to education.
Understand.
Just a calling lah, which because without education, without a formal education, and without informal education, where we highlight is a soft skill, I wouldn't be here today. Yeah, so it
Understand.
helped me to go through a lot of obstacle and everything. So I just want to give something back to the kids lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Understandable. I've spoken to a lot of different guests as well, and surprisingly, a lot of the guests that I spoke to, they were not having any intention to be in the education industry at the first place. Then suddenly, as they switch, right, you know, all of this experience that they have had before that, all of the upbringing, you know, just make them being able to excel in this industry,
Yep.
whether from an education perspective or even from a business perspective,
Yep,
even,
yep.
right? I mean, truth to be told, yes, after all, education revolves around business aspects as well, right? Because without resources, it's very hard for a school to kind of like continue operating,
Yep.
right, and continue to bring the impact. So, okay, so can you tell me like what's the mission of GogoKids apart from? Oh, sorry, you mentioned that you want to make education more accessible,
Accessible.
and basically that is the mission of GogoKids.
Yeah, whether it's online and offline initiative, because there's no best education in the world, but you can find the most suitable program for your kids. So I
Understand.
would encourage like all the parents, you need to go deeper research and then deeper understanding so that you can find the program that really suit your kids lah the most.
Understand.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Right. So, okay. So basically, what inspired you to create, right, to found GogoKids is because you find accessibility problem in education. You see the gap, and you try to address that. That is basically what inspires you.
Yeah, we just want to make parenting easier.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think very simple, right? GogoKids' purpose in literally this industry is to make sure that parents get the choice. And at the other end, basically, you also have a lot of preschool and enrichment centers coming to you, right? Seeking for advisory as well as consultancy in terms of promoting
Yep.
their brand better. Okay. So maybe let me ask you this, right? I just want to understand, because I myself am not a preschool operator.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a software provider. Okay? And I trust that you work with most of your clients would either be enrichment operators or preschool operator. So how important it is for a school to actually get their name out there? Because trust me, there are a few groups of people, and right, certain operators will be very supportive of marketing, branding,
Yep.
and certain operators will be like, it's okay, we don't have to do that.
Yep.
So how important it is when it comes to marketing? Yeah.
Okay. I speak to a lot of because we are kind of providing marketing service to our educational provider as well.
Yeah.
So I met with a lot of different kinds of educational partners, I always face this kind of question.
Okay.
Yan, I already here for more than 10 years. Okay, yeah. Everyone don't know me. Why I need to do marketing reach out? Okay, they can even walk in or they can even read my brochure and all these things. Then what I want to tell them is, yes, your initiative is good. Okay, but we need to run according to the trend. Okay, like even though your program is physical, example here, okay, but the behavior is not. Okay, so when it comes to education industry in nowadays, you are actually targeting parents, like young parents 25 to 44 years old, like with kids below 12 years old. So who are them? They are the one who are very tech savvy, they are research oriented, they are social media influencer, they love something convenience, they want something fast, effective. Okay, so what they do is everything they buy, everything they purchase, everything they want to just survey, they will actually go and research using the keywords in all these channels, whether it's through Google or they can probably through Facebook, Instagram, Xiaohongshu, TikTok, Twitter, anywhere. Okay, so I would say that the more, let's say if your brand can be there, then it's a bonus. But let's say if your brand is not there, then it might not be so good and benefit lah, because the parents already there.
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand. Basically, the trend is that as internet comes on, right?
Yeah.
And people, tend to be more tech savvy and research savvy, right?
Yep.
Not like probably 10 years
Yep,
ago,
yep.
where people just walk in and know that, okay, this is a famous preschool in my taman, then
Yep,
I only
yep,
go here.
Yep.
It's very different already, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
totally very different. Like probably last time you can give out brochure,
Yep.
but nowadays who will read the brochure and who are at home?
True.
Okay, yeah, I would say that we need to go according to the trend.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because last time I remember when my parents received brochures, right? They'll be like, hey, boy, this is very good. I send you here. And I have no clue because I was still very young,
Yeah.
right? But nowadays, I believe, right, if a preschool passed me a brochure right now, I wouldn't immediately go and join the school.
Yep.
But rather, I would probably ask my wife.
Yep.
I think, right, we should start searching which one is the best one in Mount Kiara, for example.
Yep.
Right? And this is where I think this is the importance, right? Because if you are not putting any effort into your preschool business in pushing your brand out or your USP and everything out,
Yep.
and if you met parents like me, you're probably gonna not be at the upper hand.
And I believe you or your wife will actually do research through a lot of platforms,
Yes.
right? Or probably see whether is there any reviews or any photos or videos
Yes.
can really display the school's environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because as a parent, by the way, I do not have any kids yet. Okay, planning, all right. But I believe that when parents look for preschool, right, probably they will search for things like definitely it's the price lah, the environment lah, the pedagogy and everything. So even if you are known as one of the best over the past 10 years, but if your information is not there, then people might not know lah.
Yes.
Understand.
This is very true, because let's say if you think your program is good enough, you are deserved to have a shout out. Okay? Because I met with a lot of partners is their program is super good, but they are always within their circle. Okay? Then I tell them that you can do certain ways to actually bring your brands out there. Okay? At least people hear about you, but whether they want to join or not joining, it's up to them. But at least people, they hear your brand. Yeah.
Understand, yeah. So, because, right, I believe, you were in GogoKids for so long, and a lot of your main target, right, is to
Yes.
kind of help your clients to reach optimal lead generation, for example, right? And there's always a older saying that I've always been hearing during my career is that marketing is like throwing money to the sea. Right? You might not see the effect one. Therefore, don't do. Okay, this is the oldest saying. Right? I bet you don't agree.
Okay. Marketing is always a long-term game, especially branding, and it should be done. Okay, but there's different way to do it. Okay, and don't put all your marketing initiative in one basket. This
Don't
is
put all your egg in one basket, basically.
yes. Okay. So let's say like right now it's January. So let's say if you want to make your plan for the yearly plan, so identify what is the marketing budget that you're going to spend in this month, and then try to allocate like what can I do within my circle, and what can I give other people to do it. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's a long-term game lah. But like what I said, there's a different way of doing it, whether you can do it free or whether you can do it paid. Like during my meeting with a lot of education partners, right, I always tell them that, let's say if you don't have any budget, it's okay. You can start with yourself. Regular posting on all these social media channels, but don't feel that it's going to take effort, because some teachers will think that, wow, you want me to do so many posting, I don't have time. Okay.
Okay.
But I think this issue can be solved lah. Okay, means but at least you need to set a KPI, like okay, 2 posts per week. Okay, can I, me myself as a principal, I post it, or can I get my teachers to actually post it? Okay, but just make it a regular habit. So this is a free what is a free initiative that you can do. Then when come to paid, then you can decide what are the channel that you can do, whether you want to do Facebook ads, or whether you want to spend on media company like us, or you want to spend on other like brochure channel. It's up to you. Yeah, you can decide.
Understand. Yeah. So, yeah, I think the barrier of entry to marketing, right, is really not high.
Not high.
But I think it's the misconception,
Yes.
right, that is kind of like slowing a lot of people down.
Yep.
Yeah, because I often meet, I mean, not only just educators, technically any businesses
Yep.
that I've spoken to in my past experience, if they are not receptive and open towards marketing, right, they will tell you marketing waste money. Yeah. So I think what you have explained is actually very true, especially when, one thing that impressed me is that I feel you can tell your client that it's okay that you don't have budget. There are ways that we can do without high budget.
Without any budget,
right? Low budget got low budget way.
Yes,
High
yes.
budget got high budget
Yes,
way.
yes.
Right. So I mean, apart from correcting their understanding, right, towards marketing versus money spent, right, like any other strategies that you can suggest to enhance the visibility of a preschool or not? Like any free tips for our listeners
Okay.
today?
Like what I shared, if you really have any limited budget, right, you can start by doing it yourself. Actually, it's very easy to create social media account. You can create Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Xiaohongshu, or TikTok. Okay, then after that you can, because normally kids were actually having a very fun moment in the preschools, then you can just take some nice photo and you just upload it with some caption, and then with the right keywords, you just make it a regular posting. Because parents like us, we don't want to see a brochure on your page. We want to see how is the environment that you are bringing up.
The vibe.
The vibe, yes, you
Yes.
are right. Okay?
Okay.
Let's say if I scroll through your Facebook, wow, very nice leh. Very good environment, outdoor, and then a lot of activities, then it's very lively. Then it will be under my consideration. So just imagine if I go to your Facebook page and I scroll it, okay, 1 month post once, and then all our brochure, open day. What's in my mindset as a parent? Okay, so what you need to do is, let's say if in this area like Monkera, so what you need to do is you just need to stand out from your competitor, and then by having more and more brand appearance lah. Okay.
Understand.
With these free tips lah.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely paid one is something that you need to make your right decision lah. Which one you should go for? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I believe if I ask more, then I cannot charge already. Right? Okay. Yeah. So I mean, actually that was a very good suggestion, because I think a lot of people misunderstood and they kind of don't want to continue doing it after they do not see immediate result. To be honest, right?
There's no immediate results.
Yeah, it's a long game.
Yeah,
like
like
what you said.
like today I want to score straight A in my study. Is it a one night thing? No.
Yeah.
I spent 5 years, 7 years, but people don't see what I'm doing last time. Like
Correct.
today, GogoKids, you see that we have actually we have a lot of stories.
Understand.
Yeah. So be patient lah. You will see the results.
Yeah.
But you need to persistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just mentioned a keyword, persistency.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Marketing is a long game, and I actually don't blame the preschool operators that don't see this lah. To to be honest, because
Mm.
technically speaking, the 初衷 the original intention of usually most of them starting a preschool or an enrichment center business, right, is coming from an education, bringing impact to education kind of
Yes.
a perspective.
Yes.
And I admittedly not all of them are well versed in business.
Business background.
Yeah, business background and whatnot, right? So therefore they don't see this. But maybe, after listening to this podcast today, right, the number one takeaway is that, no matter what you do, it's a long game, number one. Number two, persistency. And number three is to get your information up there.
Yes, yes.
Right? To get your info up there so that in any case, people search on that area or that specialty or that keyword particularly.
And then don't shy lah, because some of the education partners will be afraid. Should I throw every information out? Actually, you don't have to be worried, because parents will make the decision. Okay,
Yeah.
if you feel that you are good, then just show it.
Yeah, actually in Little Lives, in
Ah.
our business, right, in fact, it was a very funny experience because I was talking to Sophia, that is our marketing team member, right? Sometimes we do wonder if we actually want to show all of the features that we have on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Alright? I mean, there will be variable concerns. It could
Yep,
be
yep.
things like, does our competitor,
Okay.
right, will they be able to copy, whatever that we have shown?
Okay.
Right? Or maybe they know our strategy and they figure a way to counter us or something like that along that line from a business perspective. And I trust that preschool operator, right, as an operator, they also have this kind of concern,
Yep.
right? That is why they dare not to post too much.
Yeah.
And coming from personal experience, I can assure that this is a wrong thought.
Yep. Yep.
Because, right, technically, if we have that kind of thought, we are limiting ourselves to shine just because we are afraid that people might have the chance to overshine us. But in fact, we are already limiting ourselves to shine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
irony lah.
This is actually very true lah. Just example, there's also so many people doing the same thing in the market. No matter what business you are, whether it's education, whether you are F&B, so many people are selling this and that. But I think what you need to look at is the idea is very easy to get. You can even using ChatGPT and search what is the best or what is the easy way to earn fast cash. There's tons of idea will popping up. But what will make you sustain is your efforts. Okay, yeah. Everyone can start an idea, but who can run it? Who can sustain it? I think this is things we need to think about lah. So I just want to say, don't afraid lah.
Don't be afraid. Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
The last one standing eventually will win the race.
Yes, yes.
Understand? Got
But
it?
need to go to the right way lah.
Right way lah. Okay, to go to the right way, then you need to go to GogoKids because definitely that's what they do. Yeah. So maybe, right, Yen, can you let us know also, right? Okay, because you were saying that effort, persistency, people can do it in the no or low budget way. Okay, so when your client comes to you,
Yep.
right, to seek for marketing consultancy or any efforts, right, to further expand their brand, can you tell us more, like, what do you do for your clients?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what we will actually advise our client is put your budget, like what I said just now, put your budget in multiple baskets. So your own initiative, you still need to do it. Okay, means you have your own social media channels, probably you have your own parents community, just run as usual. Okay, then you can put like on GogoKids, or let's say if one day you want to put on any other big media or KOL, you can just go ahead. So in GogoKids, back to here, what we did is let's say if any preschool that joining us, right, the first one that we will do is definitely they're going to appear on our website as well, where it's a platform where we will drive traffic, where parents can do the necessary filter and find their nearby schools. Okay, so in terms of social media, what we will do is we will do a very catchy write-up, and also the visual, and then with the right keywords and all these things shared across our social media channels. Okay, so when people search like preschool in Batu Pahat or preschool in Kuchai Lama, then you will actually see that GogoKids is recommending your schools. Okay,
Understand.
so not only this, we did do a lead gen campaign as well lah. Okay, this is part of our online initiative, and we do have offline initiative as well.
Right. So
Yep.
online and offline initiative and lead gen campaigns.
Lead gen campaign.
I mean, just curious. Do you guarantee leads?
Yes. So for GogoKids, right, what we did is we do guarantee leads here.
Wait. Sorry. Before you go on, I'm just curious because normally, right, we don't hear people guaranteeing leads.
Yes.
And
Why we did this?
where do you get the confidence?
Okay. When we it's actually true experience lah.
Experience.
Okay. Yeah. So many years we have been dealing with educational partners, and we know that let's say if we guarantee you, let's say if you own a preschool, if I guarantee you like, hey, I able to guarantee you 50,000 engagement impression, will you sign up with me?
I mean, if you can guarantee, I will.
Because education, when it comes to education, is a very student is something that make their business sustain. Okay, so when we're referring to lead is those who are interested in your programs. Okay, so definitely you will get their parents' details and also the kids' details. So our role is just to bring the lead, and you need to close the deal. This is what we do right now lah.
Understand.
Okay, and it's also easier to telling the education partners, and also easier for client to actually onboard with us, because
Got it.
as long as they get leads, then yeah.
Yeah.
Like recently I have a client based in Ipoh. She straight away told me that Yen, I got 20 leads and 12 sign up. Then the rest of the student is not signed up, probably due to schedule and probably due to they are not coming for the trial class. But this is enrichment classes lah.
Right.
Yeah. So
But 12 out of 20 sign-ups, the rate is actually quite high. That's like, what, 60%?
yes, but it's actually us and educational partners, you need to play a big role. Means we drive lead, you need to ensure that you do the necessary follow-up within 24 hours. Okay.
Understand.
Just one tips I want to share to educational partners. When you get any certain inquiries, right, minimum 3 follow-up before you're giving up, and need to ensure everything, I mean like appointment.
Okay.
Let's say if anyone want to visit your schools, okay, get the date, okay, if possible within 24 hours or latest by 48 hours. Don't
Right.
drag it. Because a lot of clients will told me that, parents is not replying my message, what should I do? Yeah.
Right. So what I'm hearing now, right, Yen, I don't think GogoKids is just purely a kids learning platform and promotional marketing's service center. I got a feeling that you're also teaching them how to do sales already.
Yes, we did. Frankly speaking, we did.
Right.
We just kind of help lah. Like example, I told you that in our package, we actually help client to drive the leads. And sometimes we actually notice that there's some issues facing by the client, like they don't really have a proper follow-up template. We did help. I do provide template, frankly speaking, because my end goal is I just want my client to get students lah.
Right. You just want the growth, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if everybody grow together, then basically that also means that
Together we grow.
Yeah. Understand.
Yeah.
Understand. Sure. So I mean we've covered in the past 30 minutes, right? We've covered things like, why is it important for a school to do marketing? And I think you have really told us in a very precise way. Alright, just a recap for everybody. Marketing is not necessarily throwing money into the sea.
Yeah.
You don't see immediate result doesn't mean that it's not working.
Yep.
It is a long game.
Yep.
But the thing is that you need to make sure your info is up to date and up to the trend, up to the places that people will go and see.
Yep.
Right? It's like you open up a burger store, right? You will also choose to open at a place where there's a lot of footfall. You won't open at maybe somewhere that doesn't have people. And my way of describing this is that if we are not believing in marketing and branding, we are literally opening a burger store in the back alley where nobody can see us. Only one or two that smell the smell,
then
will
they
come
will
and
go
buy. No matter how good you are.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Sure. Awesome with that.
Yeah, sometimes we need to do active approach lah, rather than just sitting there and waiting people to get to know us. Like kind of very passive. Yeah, I'm good. They should come and find me.
Right, understand. Right. So with that in mind, right, just wanted to ask you, right? So I believe you also, because you deal with a lot of leads, right? With that, just wanted to understand what kind of tips you can give to parents when it comes to them looking out or choosing a school that is suitable for their children.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think are the parameters? For example, like I'm planning to have kids, so I really need to know.
Okay. Yes. We actually receive a lot of parents, especially like they will actually come and text us like, "Hey, I'm actually looking for preschool in this area. What should you advise?" So based on the experience, we noticed that parents will actually do a lot of survey.
Okay.
Okay, and they will find. I think there's a few benchmark. They will look at location. It need to be very nearby to their area. Area referring to whether they're staying area or whether they're working area. Okay, this is very important. Okay, and second one they will actually look at would be the, let's say if they found and they will actually shortlist lah. Okay, feel that's nearby their area, then they will go for like environment. Which school provide have the best environment facilities? They are Then after that they will go dive deeper lah. What is the fee structures? Do they have half day or full day? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is something that they will did during the survey journey.
Okay.
Probably they will read some review as well. Let's say if okay, only they will contact the schools and book for a visit.
Right.
When come to visit, it's more deeper already lah.
Okay.
They
So
will ask a lot of questions.
ability to answer them, bring them along, and basically explain the things that will be able to fulfill their needs lah.
Yes.
What they are looking at.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And I also assume that the pointers that you mentioned just now, location, location, the infra, right? And then the other things also would also be the things that you will actually advise your clients to maximize their visibility on that part
Yes.
when they come to you lah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Understandable. So, ladies and gentlemen, the importance of marketing.
Yeah,
Right?
to boost your brand out there lah. There's different way of doing it. We can start small.
And I think with the technology these days, right, like marketing effort is already getting, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's like with the same amount of time, you can actually produce more content compared to before already,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Just sometimes it's the human issues lah. Like we are reluctant to do it, or we feel that
Okay lah, one
this
word
is a
lah.
big project.
One word lah, lazy. No, just kidding.
Not really lazy lah. Just I think we need to celebrate every success lah. Like today, probably before we do this podcast, we will have a lot of fear.
Yep.
Am I able to do it? But once you do it, you did it.
Yeah, you know, just now when Yen arrived, right? Yen was asking like, should I look at the camera? Should I look at Alvin? Like, how should I say? I'm like, you know what? We just chill, feel it, go with the flow, and trust me, guys, Yen is doing very well right now. Yeah. So same goes to marketing lah. To be honest, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I think all right, before we actually end this podcast, right, I do have a rapid fire question for Yen. But before that, right, ladies and gentlemen, do remember to visit the links at the description of this video, because we actually have very, very good special offers, for you. So if you have any questions, right, do remember to reach out to Yen via GogoKids contact that is available in the description link below. All right. So rapid fire question, Yen. So rapid fire question, right? Basically, when I ask you, I count to 3, you need to give me an answer already.
Okay.
Without thinking. I mean, you have to think. You have 3 seconds to think. Okay.
I will try my best.
No worries. I'm pretty sure you have the answer one.
Okay.
So rapid fire question number 1.
Okay.
Proudest moment you have had throughout your career. 1, 2, 3.
Preserve until today lor.
Preserving it until today.
Yeah.
So you really live up to the term long-term game, right?
Yeah.
That is something that you're really proud of, right? If you don't mind me asking, is it because like there's a lot of similar businesses like yours? that broke into the scene, but they somehow couldn't last? And that what makes you proud?
I would say that not only education lah. I mean, in any of the business, starting a business is very easy, but taking it along the journey is very tough, and you need to go through a lot of things lah. Okay?
Understand.
Yeah.
Understand.
And yep.
So you're proud of your ability to overcome all the blockers that have had over the past, 10 years?
Yes. Probably. Yeah. Just to share you, actually, before us, there's a lot of competitors in this market, but every business they have their own business model. Yeah, okay. But I think is when we running business, we need to also run according to the trend lah. Okay, yeah, and really help the business out there. Okay,
Understand.
and especially like education business. Like today, I'm talking to you, and I really need to spend time to actually understand your concern and how to help you. So let's say if I'm not passionate enough, or I'm kind of very, very sales oriented, then how I'm going to last.
Understand.
Okay.
So providing the actual impact and value,
Yes.
not just about money.
I'm actually looking at the actual impact lah, like how by doing this business, we can make learning more accessible to the kids. Because we want that, let's say if you feel that your program is good enough, not only here, we want the whole Malaysian or even other country, they know about your programs. I think this is supposed to be lah, I mean the learning.
Understand. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. The
Second
last-
question. Last-
second and also the last rapid fire question. Okay, this can be a bit tricky. All right.
Okay.
How would you describe your job to a 5-year-old kid? 3, 2, 1.
Make learning fun.
Make learning fun.
Yeah.
Make learning fun. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid, I have
I-
not always find learning is fun. You know, in a typical old school Chinese family.
Because for us, we are kind of a marketing platform and advertising platform. So we believe that no matter what program you are, we're able to make the things fun. Means today you are running probably a Japanese program. So we're able to make it fun to the kids. Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah. That's why we just want to tell the kids is actually learning is very fun. Japanese is very fun. Yeah.
You should have founded your company earlier so that my learning experience was fun and it was not all about A. How many A?
Never mind. Your kids. Okay.
yeah. Actually, that's great, lah. So I'm really glad to hear from the session today. To be honest, because I think we actually have a lot of LittleLives users, right? Which is also preschool operators right now, and a lot of times they told us that my student is reducing. I have no idea how to push the business moving forward, and I think one of the easiest way and the most direct way, I would say, to approach this is actually to start from whether if you are spending enough effort in marketing to begin with, right? Sorry guys, I'm not really promoting GogoKids here, but it's more like getting the right concept of what is the essentials of running a business. After all, you need funds to continue give you more resources to make more impact, right? And really glad that I think the content you have spoken today really will be extremely helpful to a lot of preschool operators and also a lot of those parents that are listening to this podcast as well. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you again for having your time with us over here today. And most importantly, guys, check out GogoKids. Go to the description link below, click on it, explore. Even if you are not ready, trust me, no one is ready anytime one. So just click on it, explore, and the plan will come. All right. So thanks a lot, Yen.
Okay.
Remember to like and subscribe and share to your friends and family members if you like our series, because we will actually be producing more and more series like this. And if you do have any questions that you want to, any topics that you want to discuss and everything, drop a comment below. We'll check it out and we'll get the right person to talk about it. All right. See you soon and hope you enjoyed The Little Pod by LittleLives. Bye bye.